Football's 7 weirdest injuries, including Arsenal star who keeps losing his tooth. Over the years in the Premier League, there have been countless box office moments. Some moments have been amazing, some have been tough to watch, and some have just been downright baffling. When it comes to injuries over the years, it's no different. There have been some utterly remarkable incidents that have kept players out of action for one reason or another. Have you heard the one about the player who sidelined himself for spending too long on his PlayStation? Or how about the former Prem ace who boiled his own bee here? Daily Star Sport takes a look at 7 of the most bizarre football injuries that have taken place over the years. Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes features prominently on this list after losing his tooth not just once, but twice in the space of a few months. Even more bizarrely, the Brazilian has been playing against Brighton on both occasions. Gabriel lost a tooth in the clash with the Seagulls at the Emirates back in May before losing another in October's showdown at the Amex. The Gunners ace was pictured after the match looking for his lost Nasher in torrential rain. A clash between the centre-half and Brighton duo Lewis Dunk and Robert Sanchez ensured the 23-year-old would have to take another trip to his dentist. What's the most bizarre football injury you've ever heard of? Let us know in the comments section. Rio Ferdinand's storied career has been littered with injuries and bizarre stories over the years. But the two came together during his time at Leeds, with Ferdinand injuring himself whilst sitting at home playing video games. The England defender strained his knee after spending too long playing Pro Evolution Soccer on his PlayStation. Ferdinand's mishap saw him miss a run of games for Leeds in one of the most bizarre injuries in recent memory. Leeds United hardman David Batty had a fearsome reputation on the pitch and was involved in a number of high-profile clashes during his Whites career. But Batty was finally undone by a clash with his toddler's tricycle. Batty was sidelined for a number of weeks with a knee ligament injury when disaster struck at home. His 2-year-old daughter ran over his ankle to extend his spell on the sidelines and leave the club's medical staff dumbstruck. Former Sunderland and Rangers striker Kevin Kyle clocks in on this list with quite possibly the worst injury imaginable. The Scottish striker was left in agony during his stint at the Stadium of Light after his 8-month-old son accidentally kicked a bowl of boiling water directly onto Kyle's crotch. Unsurprisingly, Kyle was forced into a trip to the hospital. The incident saw him miss Sunderland's Premier League clash with Everton just days after the incident. Former Manchester United ace Carlos Tevez amazingly injured himself during an off-duty kickabout in prison. The Argentine striker was visiting his half-brother, who is serving 16 years for armed robbery in a maximum security facility in Cordoba. Tevez got involved in a friendly kickabout with inmates during his visit in 2018, but ended up sidelining himself after picking up a tear in his soleus muscle. The bizarre incident saw Tevez sidelined for a round. Darius Vassell ended up doing himself more harm than good when he attempted to treat a blood blister back in 2012. The ex-Aston Villa and England striker was suffering from the ailment underneath his big toenail. Vassell attempted to remedy the issue himself by using an electric drill to try and drain the blister. That's right. An electric drill. Unsurprisingly, it didn't go very well. But, somehow, Vassell managed to avoid causing himself any serious harm and missed just 3 matches after the ordeal. Felipe Mexes was forced to sit out a game for AC Milan after spending too much time on subs. The bizarre injury came about when Mexes complained about a pain in his left eye, which doctors later diagnosed as central serous retinopathy. The cause of the condition is exposure to ultraviolet light.